So today we're doing the giveaway video for Ente Ente. They wanted me to make rice pudding with my own little twist. So I bought these Kilner jars, these wide mouth Kilner jars. It took me ages to find these. There's a bit of a shortage due to coronavirus. People have been picking up hobbies during lockdown, and I guess maybe preserving was one of them. So it took me a while to find these, but I got them in the end. And we're going to do kind of meal prep rice pudding breakfasts, a few different variations. So yeah, let's get started. Begin by adding 1 litre of milk to a large saucepan and adding 50 grams of sugar. Put this on low heat just until it begins to simmer. For the rice, I picked arborio rice. This is kind of the one you'd use for risotto. It's short grain, it's going to puff up nicely and have a nice texture and bite to it in the finished rice pudding. So continue by measuring out 250 grams of this rice. Now, just for full transparency, this recipe is by the French Cooking Academy. I've taken it, made very slight changes to it, but the main additions I've added are the flavourings we're going to put in later on. But I just wanted to give them full credit because this is their recipe. I'm just using it as a base to go from. So one important step that they mention is the fact you need to wash your rice. It's going to get rid of a little bit of the starch and help it cook a bit faster. Additionally, once we've rinsed it, we're going to blanch it for 2 minutes in boiling water. Again, this is going to help it cook a lot faster, and I'll show you why later on in the video. Once it's blanched, just drain it again into a sieve, get rid of all of that water, and then once it's drained, we're going to place it into the simmered milk and leave it to cook for 35 minutes. While that first big batch is cooking, I also tried a second variation. So this is the milk and sugar mixture, but I've added in 1 green tea bag, let it steep for about 5 minutes, and then I added in the arborio rice, just plain as it was. No rinsing and no blanching, just to see what would happen. After 35 minutes, the main batch was nice and soft, really smooth, and the rice was cooked perfectly. But the green tea version with the raw rice took way longer, and I had to add in a lot more milk, so that washing and blanching steps are really important. After about 10 minutes of resting, the rice had come down to room temperature, so I mixed in 40 grams of margarine. Now this should really be nice, top quality butter, but I forgot to buy them and margarine was all I had, so I had to make do. But it still tasted good in the end, so it's a fine substitution. We're also going to add in 2 egg yolks with a pinch of salt. This is the secret ingredient that the French Cooking Academy recommends adding, and it kind of turns rice pudding into more of a custard. Okay, so we're about halfway through now. We've finished our rice pudding. Looks really, really good. I'm just going to taste it just to see how it is, if it's salty or sweet enough. Yeah, so I think this is a really good base to start from. We don't want anything with too strong of a flavour, because that's going to limit what we can add to it. So this is really good, I think. So now let me show you a few different flavour combinations we can do with this rice pudding. Ente Ente asked for a slight twist, and I'm going to give you 6. So I'm going to over deliver on the giveaway, hopefully. So first I started off by half filling all of my Kilner jars. And then I'm going to layer in the flavours, do another layer of rice pudding, and then another layer of flavour on top. So for this first one, we're going to go for mixed spice, banana, and caramel sauce. These are designed to be eaten as a breakfast, so we want a little bit of sugar in there just to give us a kickstart at the beginning of the day, and bananas are like my go-to breakfast thing, so I think this one's going to work really well. Next, we've got a more fruity one, so this is peach, orange, and mint. I've tried to pair some kind of spice or herb with every single one because I think it adds a lot of nice flavour. And this one's going to be super fresh, I think. Peach and orange go really well together, and this is actually apple mint from my mum's garden, so it's super fresh. After that, we're going to continue the fruit theme, but we're going to go a bit tropical. So this is mango, lime, and coconut. Got some mango slices, some lime juice, lime zest, and I should have added desiccated coconut in the middle, but I'm just going to add it on the top because I forgot. And this is my mum's favourite, so I really recommend this one. This next combination's a bit of a hint for the next video, but I'll leave it at that, I don't want to spoil it. Here we've got that green tea rice pudding, pistachios, dark chocolate, and a little bit of sea salt. This one's quite fancy, I think. This penultimate one is for them mornings where you really need a boost of energy. So we've got coffee, chocolate, and nuts. So it should be really filling and give you a nice boost of energy to kickstart your day off right. And finally, I thought I'd try something very different for the last one. We've got apple, cheese, bacon, and rosemary. So it's a bit of a savoury one. I put a bit of salt in there as well, but I don't have footage of that. And I think because the rice pudding is not actually that sweet, the savoury ones would work well. Here's a collection of all of them at the end. They look quite nice in these little jars. I'm going to be doing this more regularly now, I think, with porridge as well. You do overnight oats in the same way, lots of different things. But I think rice pudding's a nice one. Oats for me are always a little bit grainy, and I've always liked rice pudding more. So yeah, I can see myself incorporating this into my kind of breakfasts going forward. I'm going to give this mango, lime, and coconut one a try. It's very nice and tropical. And that rice pudding recipe by French Cooking Academy is perfect for this. So yeah, go check their recipe out in the description and their other videos. It's just generally a fantastic channel. So yeah, I'm just going to show you some close-up shots here because I didn't quite film it properly earlier. Got them nice chunky bits of chocolate, all them fresh fruits. And my dad's going to try the savoury one out, so I'll update the description with our comments on all of them when we've eaten them. It might take a few days to get through them all. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, Ente Ente specifically. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, so thank you for that great suggestion. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.